And I'm also preparing for the IELTS test because I never do IELTS. So I'm studying hard actually for I'm not too good in English, but still, bro, I have to more. My main challenge is like bridging the gap between the Indonesian and Australian contacts as well. I've started reading like introductory materials on the common law. My parents live in Australia, so I have to go back to them. I don't want to like different country with them, like one country. It's enough. Me, my mom, my dad, and my brothers, sisters there.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to Boarding Talk. I'm your host Hammam, and now I accompanied by Tifa.
Hi.
She's a big dreamer who wants to study abroad. Okay. Yes. Welcome, Tifa.
Thank you so much.
How do you do?
I'm good, actually.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Glad to hear that. You sound excited. Honestly, I'm excited too because most of students who wants to study abroad, they doesn't have a real plan for them. Okay.
But I do.
Okay. So for the first question.
Okay.
Since when did you start seriously thinking about studying abroad?
Okay.
Especially in Australia.
So the idea of studying abroad has been in the back of my mind since I was a junior high school at grade 9, yes. Mostly because of my family living there. However, I started thinking about it seriously at grade 10. And that's when I began to realize that my academic and personal goals might be better on the international education, right? Australia become one of the specific focus because of my family connection to the country, which made the huge leap feel it more manageable and familiar. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's earlier than I expected.
Yes.
It shows that you already have a plan.
Yes.
And speaking of vision, let's talk more about what drives you. Besides family reasons, what's your biggest motivation to study in Australia? Would you say it's more about the quality of education or future career opportunities?
Actually, that's a very great question. Thank you so much, because they so intertwine, yeah? If I had to choose, I'd say my biggest motivation is unique of both, actually. The quality of Australian education, especially, I take Lao anyway, is world renowned as a practical approach, yes. It's not just about memorizing theory, but about case studies as well, notes, cards, and critical thinking, because that's so important, which is incredibly appealing. A degree from an practical education directly feeds into better future career opportunities like that. Actually, opening doors not just in Australia or Indonesia, but worldwide. So I see the quality of education as a key that unlocks those future opportunities like that.
Okay, that makes sense. I like how you balance both of academic quality and long-term career goals. It shows your maturity. And
thank you so much. I'm mature, actually.
Okay.
Almost 17, bro. So.
Okay, and when it comes to choosing major, you once mentioned that you want to take law as your major.
Law. Yes, for real.
Okay, why law? Was it fully your own choice, or did your parents also encourage you?
No. Do you want to know about it?
Yes, I want to know.
It's actually it's fully my own choices, but my parents were very supporting me for that. My interest in Lao start from my involvement in school debates. I love doing debates because it's so fun. I discovered that I enjoy constructing logical arguments, analyzing complex problems for like multiple perspective, like the different. If in Bahasa we call it pro and contra, right? And so that's so fun. To me, Lao feels like a structured way to apply those skills to solve real world problems, and like I have big responsibility if you take Lao, so have to be careful about it. And when I told my parents that I want to take Lao, they're very supportive. They say they noticed I had a connect for the argumentation as well, and always stood up for what I believe was right. So they felt and was a natural fit for me. So they say, go ahead if it's your own choices. So you can do it if you.
Okay, so
yeah, like that.
Law is your passion for your dream?
Yes, I love Lao, but in the right way, not the wrong way. You know, like this world is such a disaster, you know, like I don't know,
but law is not only about debating, not only about arguments.
Solving world problems for people. So yeah, so I choose law because like I'm interested.
Okay, interesting.
Yes.
Law is a tough major, but it really opens your doors for your career path.
Yes.
And I like how you connected it to your own interests. Now, of course, you could have studied law in Indonesia too.
Yes.
So you also said you had thought about studying here in Indonesia, but then decided to on Australia. From what you know, what makes studying in Australia and better compared to in Indonesia?
I don't think of it as a better in an absolute sense, because Indonesian universities are so excellent, guys, and producing brilliant graduates as well. For me, it was more about which system was the better fit for my specific goals. The key difference is I considered where Indonesian use a civil law system while Australia use a common law system. Studying common law will give me a different and more global perspective as well, which is like valuable for international law or like corporate law studying in Australia. That's my opinion, actually.
Okay, good point. Education abroad is not about escaping Indonesia.
Yes, yes.
It's about gaining perspective, new perspective, global perspective, then bringing that knowledge back into Indonesia.
Yes.
That's a smart mindset, and preparation is a key for that kind of mindset.
Yes.
Right? So, what are you doing right now to prepare yourself? Like, for example, academic grades, entrance tests, or any documents?
My preparation is in a full swing and covers a few key areas. My top priority is maintaining and improving my high school grades, or in Indonesia we call it nilai rapor. Many Australian universities look at your final school reports as well, so constancy is a key. So, yeah. And I'm also preparing for the IELTS test because I never do IELTS. So I'm studying hard actually for like, I'm not too good in English, but still, bro, I have to more study for the IELTS test, and I'm aiming for a high score, not just to meet the requirement, but to ensure and I comfortably handle academic lectures and writing as well. And I'm gonna fix my pronunciation now.
Okay. Is there any scholarship you want to take for study abroad?
I don't think so. And I'm also narrowing down my university choices, like comparing their courses, maybe like structures, entry requirements, and campus life.
Okay. I think you have to make a proper plan for your
Yes, more proper.
for your preparation.
That's not enough, yeah.
Because
So
many students underestimate how long that that their preparation can take. So you have to keep it up, okay?
Yes, I have to.
Okay, but preparation is not just about documents or your grades or anything else. Are there any academic challenges you are working on now? You are working on at the moment to get into your dream university, like maybe learning about Australian history or legal systems in advance?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Beyond just grades, right? I'm trying to prepare myself for the actual content of the degree. My main challenge is like bridging the gap between the Indonesian Australian context as well. I've started reading like introductory materials on the common law system to like understand the basic principle. And then I've also been watching online lectures about the Australian political system. And I have to understand also about that, right? And then and reading up on the history, but not much because I also busy with my school. So if I have time, I'm gonna read more than that. Find out more, yeah. Law in Australia, because law was always shaped by its country, right? Country culture and history. It challenge, find it fish kinetic, and I hope it will give me a bit of a head start. Yes.
Okay.
Kind of confused about actually, but I'm gonna think much about that later.
Okay, I'm a little bit curious about why Australia.
You asked why Australia?
Yeah, why Australia, not other countries like German?
I'm gonna give you
Japan.
Okay, why Australia? First, because I love that country. So clean country, and it makes me feel good. I ever lived in Australia for like a month, like maybe 10 or 9 months. In 2021, I ever lived there, and then with my parents. And the second one, why? Because back to the topics, my parents live in Australia, so I have to go back to them. I don't want to like different country with them, like one country, it's enough. Me, my mom, my dad, and my brothers, sisters, they're still a kid though,
so your family are living there, and
yes.
You were lived there for a month?
Yes, in 2021 in Melbourne, Australia.
Okay, and speaking of adapting, yes, family advice usually helps. So from your parents' experience of already living there, what advice or tips have been the most helpful for you?
The most helpful for me, helpful advice hasn't been academic actually, but practical. They told me university is about more than what you learn in the classroom, that my mom say always. It's about learning how life, The best tips have been like about independence, learn how to cook a few simple healthy meals. So you don't just live in instant noodles. So you always eat indomie. It's not even healthy. Like create a budget and learn to manage your finances from day one. Don't be afraid to ask to people or your new friends in there later, whatever is from a professor, a university counselor, or a friend, a new one. And a funny but very practical one is embrace sunscreen as your best friend. We love sunscreen. Yeah, that's what I hope you understand what I'm saying, because like it's only on my mind, bro. Like we love sunscreen so much. I can live without sunscreen, bro. Like you know.
Okay, it's simple but powerful, because
of course, me.
because from your daily life, your family advice often sounds ordinary.
Yes.
But it really shapes your confidence.
You're right.
Okay, now let's imagine the moment you actually land in Australia. Once you actually get to study in Australia, what's the very first thing you'd love to try or do? Do you still think about starting a band with your friends there?
The very first thing I love to do is simple. Just walk around the university and campus with a good cup of coffee because I really love coffee. So nice, like making some refreshing with like sit in the, not the balcony, I mean find a nice spot maybe in library like that, like while reading a books. Actually, I'd also love to read some novels. Yeah, it's so fun. It's not about making that dream feel real, actually. And yes, the dream of starting a band is definitely still alive.
Oh.
Of course, I love music. You know, music is a huge passion of mine, and I think it's one of the best ways to connect with people. I'll definitely be looking for university clubs or just one other students who play instruments like guitar or drum and something like that. A jam season high on my to-do list after I settle in. Yes,
Okay.
that's it.
That sounds fun. Like it shows you want to balance study and but also enjoy life.
Yes.
That's important to study abroad, and of course, moving abroad is not always easy, right?
No, it's not even easy. I have
Like,
to.
do you have any worries about adapting there, like getting used to the lifestyle and social environment over there?
Of course, of course. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous. I have a really big nervous. My biggest worry is probably the initial phase of making new friends. Indonesian culture is very communal and like collectivism, maybe, yeah. While Western culture can be more individualistic, you know, individualistic is more hard maybe. I'm worried about the navigating that social shift and finding my circle of friends. I also like anticipate being like homesick for my family. Actually like not homesick because I'm living with my mother, but so like maybe sometimes I'm gonna be homesick like for a day, yeah. Friends, and especially in the food here, but I see this as a normal challenge of moving to the new country, especially in Australia, and I'm ready to face them with an open-minded.
Okay. Everyone has a culture shock at some point.
Yes.
What matters is you are preparing mentally to study abroad, right? And it helps that you have strong family support.
Yes. I love my mother.
How does your parents' support affect your motivation to study there?
Their support is one of my foundations to do it about it. It affects my motivation in two major ways. First, it gives me a sense of security, knowing that they believe in me and they are there to back me up emotionally and financially, allows me to focus on my goals without overwhelming anxiety, you know. Yeah. Second is a powerful motivator in itself, okay? They are investing is so much in my future, and I feel as a strong sense of responsibility that I have to make me most of these incredible opportunities, and I want to make them proud and show them that their trust, yes, in me was well placed, like that.
Exactly. Like when parents are behind you, dreams becomes unstoppable.
Yes, that's why I love my mother. And also my father. I love them. I love them so much because they full support me with, and they also like hard work for it. Actually, I'm kind of, Mom, I love you so much. Yes.
Okay, looking at how your parents support your dream, what do you think is the most important role of family when it comes to supporting their children's dream?
I think the most important role of my family is to be a safe harbor and a lighthouse. You know about that word? The safe harbor is the unconditional love and emotional support, and then the place you can always return to, no matter if you succeed or fail. And then the lighthouse is the guidance, yes, wisdom and encouragement they prove, and helping you from navigate the dark and stormy seas without like dictating your exact course. Yes, it's about believing in your child potential, and then providing them with the tools they need, second, and ultimately trusting them to steer their own ship, like that.
Okay. I agree. Like family encouragement really transforms your hesitation into your courage. Okay, now apart from family things, culture is another big part of identity. If you do make it to Australia, what's one thing you would love to bring from Indonesia to share with people there? Maybe our friendly culture, or even the food, music, maybe?
I love to share both, actually. Culturally, I want to share to the Indonesian concept of keramahan, or like genuine warmth, you know, that friendliness and hospitality. I love for my new friends to experience that welcoming spirit. And for something more tangible, I will definitely bring a stock of Indomie, and it is really common for Indonesia, right? And then some proper sambal terasi. Actually, I can make those. Yeah, I love to host dinner and cook a real Indonesian food like rendang beef.
Ooh.
Yes, and I think food is the usual language for sharing culture.
Yeah, I love that. Like food is the best ambassador. Sometimes, like you said, rendang, nasi goreng.
Yes.
That's more diplomacy than a speech itself. And speaking of the big impact, your long-term dream after finishing your studies there, both for yourself and maybe for contributing for others?
For myself, my long-term dream is to build a career in a field like international law or like diplomacy, where I can work on the issues across the borders. I want to the guy in a few years, of work experience abroad to understand the global professional environment. My dream for contributing to others is to eventually bring the knowledge and experience back to Indonesia. That's my dream. I hope to be a good bridge between Indonesia and Australia, whatever in law, business, or like culture like that. I believe that by understanding both systems, I can contribute to improve our own legal frameworks, or like fostering stronger international relationship that benefit in our country. Yeah.
Okay, I like when you're not just thinking about yourself, but also giving back to others.
Yes.
I like that point. And that leads us perfectly to my last question. Yes.
Okay.
What message would you give to your friends your age who also dream of studying abroad, but are still hesitant to take the first step?
My message would be, don't let size of them or like size of the dream intimidate you guys. Break it down into the smallest possible steps. Your first step isn't applying for a visa. It's doing a Google research on the universities. Like your next step is looking at the requirements, than talking to the school counselor or the senior who has done it. Like fear and hesitation often come from looking at the whole mountain, and every big journey starts with a single, small, and very brave first step. Just started there, and nothing without Allah. You can achieve anything because Allah allow it, guys, not because on yourself and your power. So keep your spirit up.
You're right. The first step is the most hardest.
Yes.
But it's also the most important to do.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much, Tifa, for sharing your dreams with us. I believe students, teachers, parents listening today will take inspiration from your story.
Yes.
And thank you to all of our listeners for tuning in. Don't forget to follow and share Boarding Talk.
Yes, thank you.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you on next episode.